Twitch viewers, Actual Wings on here, always searching for new stories and dreaming new dreams. And tonight, as usual, I'll be doing technically what's the term again? BAMG game? Big Guy's Magical Girl game? I can never remember that. I always refer to it as D&D, even though technically it isn't. But yeah, we're gonna get into that today. And obviously, by the title, sounds like it's gonna be a doozy. But anyway, let us join in on the call.
Name to get your attention this
And
particular
of course, Wing
game.
comes on now, and she's probably online and streaming.
How right you are. Sorry.
Did you see my llamas?
Yes. Llama. Lots and lots of llamas.
Llamas. Get yourself in the dadgum game.
Am I not in it again?
No, you're in it, but no one else is.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
For once, it didn't kick me out.
Well, let's hope not. Anyway, for those who are new here, if any at all, I'm Ashley Weensong, and I play as Amalthea in this game, the Majorettes of Storms. And going down the line.
I am Avian Python. I play Camilla, aka Cascade, the magical girl of water.
I am Sly. I play Max, the mind magical girl.
Good enough.
And I am Conan Bell, and I play Fighting Leaf on the interwebs, and I am your game master for tonight.
For now. Also, hi, Worry Not. And yes, they do need
Hey, Worry! Good to see ya!
Alrighty. So, Worry Not, welcome to the game. Glad to have you. And so, if you'll just kindly keep your voice down, we can get ourselves started. Alright. So, what does everyone remember from last week's game? Because it was a doozy.
Max was being shady.
Yep. Shady Max.
Also, we got a big reveal from the bad guy.
Alrighty. And who can sum up that reveal quickly?
He is just a bug!
Just a bug. That is right. The Patrick Demon Bug thingy is really just a bug. There was never really any sentience or sapience or motive or anything like that. All of the conversation was basically just an AI chatbot that was, specifically designed to make people as depressed as possible.
I definitely got Camilla for a while.
So, how does this change the way everybody sees this guy now that you know there was not a person on the other side of it?
Hard to say, especially since a part of me still has my suspicion about its existence.
Camilla's gonna be all kinds of messed up in the head from that.
Yeah.
Also, Camilla is right now on the beach with Ren, trying to stay awake while keeping her teacher alive. Because she is trying to purify her teacher. Oh, and we had an epic chase!
Oh, yes. Chase
on a horse!
Well, I wouldn't call it a... Well, okay, yes. You were the one being chased.
While on a horse.
By a giant
bug. That was awesome.
And there was a big, scary neckbeard battle that took place off-screen.
And we find out that Max may not be doing things in the most kosher way.
And everybody got to hear my imitation of Max.
It was hilarious.
Sorry, I almost forgot to figure out my character
I
name
mean,
too.
except for Max. Max didn't get to hear Max's imitation.
Yeah. Yeah, Sly was not here during the last game, so I had to cover for Max.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's okay. You could always look up the video on my Twitch channel.
And then you can decide for yourself how upset you want to be at me using a voice that doesn't belong to me. Just letting you know now, I did the best I could.
It was awesome. It was hilarious.
Okay. So, for right now, we are going to resume our game,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to start off with Almathia Linwood. And as per our usual, I want you to roll a will save for me to tell us what kind of rest you had last night.
1d20, right?
D20 and your will modifier.
Let me see. Agility, plus awareness. Oh, there we go. +4. With the advantage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll. Decent.
Hmm. Yeah, decent.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, after that night, you just kind of zonked right out. Like, nope, not peopling anymore today, just going to sleep. And
Sleepy
then
time for
then you
baby.
wake up like, okay, I don't feel I don't feel very strongly one way or another. I
Mm.
just have my trusty wolf friend Thunder over here, and there appears to be some sort of breakfast created by a small robot microwave thing here.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Crackly has been busy.
I'm
So
pretty sure
Yeah,
we
remember,
didn't have a robot microwave.
you didn't you didn't,
but
but now you do.
Leia does that to your technology all the time.
Now, slowly but surely, more and more of your appliances have legs or tracks of some kind.
Eyebrow is raised at this. Craculia? What have you been doing?
Uh, oh, you mean this? Oh, well, things have been a little bit stressful lately, and I have my own way of trying to work through stress.
You know what? That's fair. Just please make sure everything's put back to normal before somebody bursts through the door.
I don't really see how that's much of a problem. There isn't really a lot of door bursting going on around here.
I think someone needs to tell her about room inspectors.
Craculia?
Ding.
They have inspections once in a while.
And knock, knock, knock at the door there.
And that's when
I
I basically
rolled
make a gesture of, you see what I mean?
And, yeah. I rolled a d20, got a 4. Yeah. Open up, see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll open it a crack and try to block everything else out.
And, you see a familiar voice of it. You see the familiar face of a familiar RA. Hi there! I think it's time for another little brief inspection. Yeah. So if you could, like, open this door up a little bit, that'd be great.
You just love giving these surprise inspections, don't you?
I do. I really do.
Yeah, meanwhile,
She's
Bartman
just.
is making a quick sketcher so that calculates to see, as in, hurry up, put everything back to normal.
And then you feel the door kind of pop open with a surprising degree of force.
Excuse me!
I'm sorry, I sneezed. Anyway, what do
Um,
we have here?
um, did I mention that I was in my tank top and sleep shorts?
Oh, honey, I've seen much worse. She looks around the room. Interesting. There's a strange smell in here. Have you had an animal in this room lately?
Oh boy.
No, not lately.
So you look around and, yeah, everything's normal. The microwave does not have legs and is sitting in the middle of the floor.
I resist the urge to face palm at this.
So, that microwave, it's in the middle of the floor. That's an interesting choice.
Let's just say I'm trying to do some alternate exercising.
Yes. That is very weird. Anyway, I'm going to move right along to the next room. And you continue being a good girl, alright? Alright, bye-bye. And she steps out and slams the door behind her.
Well then.
Ugh. Goodness, I hate that woman.
And
Evil woman.
Thunder kind of crawls out from under the bed and licks his face a little bit. Looks up at you with a face of, I do good.
You did very good, Thunder. Good boy. I give him a good slap behind the ear.
Yay! Happy thunder noises.
Now,
And, yeah, that microwave has legs again.
please
And
tell
it
me
sort
you're
of
not in the
angles itself
microwave.
up at you. Oh, the legs are actually retractable. You just have to tap it on its head like this. Ba-king! And it's back to looking like a normal microwave.
Oh, good to know. Oh, you okay?
Yeah.
Alrighty. That happened. And now it is time to continue right along.
Mm-hmm.
So, next up, we're going to look at Camilla. Camilla,
Mm-hmm.
roll me will save and prepare for disappointment.
Yep.
Because that's just what dice do.
Should I roll a disadvantage considering where I am right now?
Ooh.
That will not be necessary.
Alright.
Ooh.
Technically not bad. But where you are,
Ooh.
Yeah.
let's see. That will give you 1 degree of failure because we're using the Mutants and Mastermind system.
Mm-hmm.
They like using degrees of success or failure.
Right.
Well, unfortunately, it took the entire night. But you did manage to purify Barbara.
Yay.
Woohoo.
I'm
She is
just
fine.
sleep in Rin's arms.
And not only are you sleepy, but you're sore and you're kind of and you're extremely stressed and everything sucks.
Yeah.
And Rin, he's just sort of cradling you, looking at the teacher.
Aw.
Oh, boy. I suppose you want me to clean up this mess then. Alright. So he stands up with you, notices Barbara, quickly tries to think of what it is that would be prudent at this juncture.
Right.
Oh no, burying her would probably be a bad idea. Let's see. The cave. Oh no, that cave has got a tendency of attracting unsavory fellows. Let's see.
Like you.
Shut up, you're asleep. So what he does is he scoops up both of you, one over each shoulder, and just starts to make his way into human places. Oh, okay. Let's make this simple as possible. He goes leaping from rooftop to rooftop, as he oft wants to do. And that doesn't make restfulness any easier. Not that you're really in much of a position to notice. Is just... yeah, he's kind of unresponsive at the moment. But eventually, he puts Barbara onto a bench on campus when no one's looking,
Right.
and takes you to your dorm room.
Mm-hmm. Which I have
Because-
not been in days. Also, the window is cracked. Has been cracked
Mhm.
for days. Why I have not been there?
Oops.
And he sees a note on the desk talking about how inspection didn't really go well, and RA wishes to have a word with you.
Oh boy.
Ren simply sets you down, tucks you into your bed,
Aw.
and then takes his leave. And sadly, with 1 degree of failure, it did not really allow you to do much at this point, but them's the breaks.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
Max.
a lot of this has to do with like what happened last time.
Oh, Max.
See?
Max.
Max?
Max.
Ah,
Max?
Max.
Alright. Now it's your turn.
Martha,
You had a
Jackie.
day of your own.
Okay.
Hi, Chris.
Heard a terrifying, creepy whisper.
What kind of creepy?
You got the boogeyman in your room or something?
Yes.
Alright. Anyway, tell the boogeyman to keep it down. We're trying to play a game.
Yes. He closed the bedroom door.
So, roll me will, just like everyone else.
Hang on. I forgot what my stats were. I gotta go back to this.
Yo, stats are booty.
No,
That's-
will is not. Willpower is not on the list I have.
No, will is
Yeah,
actually
it
on
should be.
the right there.
It's under your defense.
Here, if you look at the stream.
Okay.
Oh, you found it?
No, I don't have a sheet. No one made one with me. I just have a list
Uh.
of numbers.
Uh-oh.
Very well. Hang on, hang on. I know what to do about that. The will
That's
stat
fun.
is actually identical to your presence stat.
Presents. Okay.
Yes. They are the same number. Okay. Respectable. And had a smaller margin of error to cope with.
Yep.
And right now, yeah, it's just another day, another
Ordinary.
time waking up in the same awkward dorm situation with Daru.
Wait. Oh yeah, she broke out.
Mm-hmm.
That happened.
Yeah.
And then you kissed her. And caught your mouth on fire.
Oh yeah.
Oops.
That was hot.
Wow. Good grief.
Double entendre, I guess.
Something like that.
So yeah, that was 2 games ago where that happened.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's out, and I think it might be worthwhile to look over your inventory.
Yes. I have a big sword.
You have a big sword.
Yes.
Okay, what do you have? That big sword, I believe, was kept in a photograph.
In photo, yeah.
And you also have other photographs that you had taken last time when you're in the game where you were not in. So let me just catch you up real quick. Okay, so you have your sword, obviously. You also have a mailbox that happened as a result of an experiment gone awry. And unfortunately, you forget whose house that mailbox went to.
Oh, jeez.
Oops.
It's just a mailbox.
And another photo of a gargantuan, bloated monster with big, hairy arms of gorilla-like proportions.
Yikes.
Oh yeah. I remember that guy.
Yeah, last week, that was the fight that took place off-screen. And you figured out that your photographs are very good for dealing with problematic elements that don't like going down easily.
That's one way of
Luckily, you managed to roll well against that guy, but you didn't roll so well against the big bug thing that happened afterward. You tried catching it, but you're learning that there are limits to what your photography skills can do.
Wait.
But hey, you got this guy. And after a little bit of experimentation, you've learned that items in your photos can actually be useful to you regardless of what they are.
Like a mailbox.
What's the mailbox?
Like the big monstrosity,
Monster.
the big monstrosity in the photo that you have. And also the big scary sword. So you got all of those. And now it is time to begin the day proper. So, today, I am going to do something that I very rarely do, and have you all start later in the day and together. All together.
That's weird.
They say don't split the party. Well, in this game, it's very difficult to get everybody together. Unless there's an actual battle taking place, in which case they spend like half of the rounds just trying to get to wherever it is. Which, honestly, I find greatly amusing.
Of course you would.
It is fun.
Okay. So, what you actually see is actually an outdoor gallery of sorts.
Ooh.
Mm.
Yes, a couple of the visual arts departments have put on a large gallery of sorts. And
Nice.
Max, I want you to roll a d20.
Should we be worried?
Yes, it's Leaf.
You know, that's true. And the killer is, he's not as bad as Worry Not.
Yeah. Rolling a
You
d20.
say knowing full well that he's listening.
Exactly.
Ah, shit.
Sorry.
Hmm. So, you are also supposed to have a project for this gallery.
Rip.
Oh no.
And unfortunately, the only thing readily available for you to use.
Project. I have a great project. It comes to life.
Oh god, don't.
The only one you have available is the one that comes to life.
That would surely win the arcade. We'll destroy it.
And here's a fun little twist.
Either way, something's coming down.
You have actually figured out a way to transfer the photo from one image, from one. I forgot the word. From
So I
one
can give
material.
with a sword.
From one material to another.
From one material to another. And you can actually change the dimensions of the photograph. It doesn't have any, battlefield application. It's just a weird quirk of your skills as a majorette. But yeah, so the only thing that you have at the ready is a 6-foot print of. Oh wait, no, that's right. It wasn't a transfer. It was a duplication. That was it. You have a 6-foot duplicate of your bloated monster.
Okay. That works.
It works. And there is one little issue, though. Occasionally, when people walk by it, you roll another d20.
Oh no.
Please be high this time.
It never is.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
What
Look
a
at that.
predicament. What a predicament we're in right now.
You can't help it.
Oh,
It is just
horrible.
barely 1 degree of failure. Degrees of failure are measured in differences of up to 5. So between 1 and 5 failure points is 1 degree of failure. And you have 1 point of failure. If you had had 1 point of a higher roll, you wouldn't have failed.
I get it.
Shall I describe your failure a little bit more and how close you were to
Yes.
not failing?
No. Please just tell
Okay.
me what happens.
Everything with your photo print is just fine. And there's nothing to worry about as far as you can notice.
Oh.
That's the problem. I'm fucking oblivious.
Mm-hmm.
That is the worst thing to hear in any sort of D&D style game.
Yeah.
Everything seems fine.
Everyone else, time for you all to roll. What would it? Well, yeah, roll an awareness check, except for Max.
5.
That's +4.
Okay, not bad.
We both got the same awareness.
Okay,
Woo.
so you both have an extra degree of success.
Yay!
Woohoo!
And so you notice something while Max is not present. She is off grabbing a drink because it's actually a little bit warm, and she's constantly with Daru, who is always
Extra warm.
always warm herself.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, what you notice is that the eyes on this thing are following people as they pass.
I'm gonna give it a look. I'm just like, God damn it, Max.
And yeah, Max, an important detail. That big print, it's a duplicate. You still have the original. Keep that in mind.
Got it.
And so, everything looks fine. You have all kinds of things going on around here. You have metallurgy. You have 3D printed plastic sculptures. You have clay molded and even a couple of different, like hard stone chiseled statues here and there. You have oil painting, acrylic painting. You have projectors showing animations of various types. You have all sorts of fantastic visual arts being presented all over the place. And there are stands around that are selling all types of different snacks, all of questionable physical health quality, and therefore delicious.
Camilla
And-
has fried sushi.
Yeah, that would be here, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Of course. And yeah, and then there's Daru. She has a pizza.
Because of course she does.
It's not like a whole pizza, but it's like one of those big slices sort of
Mhm.
thing.
Right.
She has it kind of wrapped up like a taco around a couple of cheeseburgers.
Of course she does.
I shouldn't even be surprised at that one.
Mm-hmm.
And in her other hand, she has a quadruple scoop ice cream cup. No,
Because of course she does.
it's got not a cup. It's like one of those extra big waffle cones dipped in chocolate.
Oh wow.
That actually doesn't
And
sound bad.
and she's just having a time right now. Just so much fun. And everybody's having a good time. You see a lot of parents walking about and students happily showing off to people. And it's just a fun old time.
Yeah.
And along the
I will say, Camilla, upon seeing Daru, has her face very, very, very firmly planted in her palm.
And Dara just walks up to you and says, "Hey, what's wrong? Are you in pain?"
No, I'm just aghast, flabbergasted.
Flabbergast. Does she have to see the nurse if she's flabbergast?
No, I'm just very concerned about you.
Don't be concerned about me. I'm having a great time. Chomp, chomp, chomp.
Anyhow, by the way, she's like all dolled up. She got her hair all done up, all cute.
Oh, you're pretty today. Mm.
Duh, it's an exposition.
Oh, exposition. Like those things in cartoons where they tell people about stuff. Are we gonna get lectured about something important later?
Yes. I'm going to
Aw.
lecture you about something very important later.
No, that sounds boring. Chomp, lick, lick, chomp.
She says as she's eating deep fried tofu, not tofu, sushi.
What about you, Thea?
As in, what am I doing or what am I wearing?
Yes and yes.
Well, since it is, in a sense, an important event, I am dressed up with the dress slacks and I would say like one of those fruity tops where how do I describe this? You know those romanticized men wear the poofy sleeves and everything?
Oh, like a poet shirt?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, so she's wearing one of those.
Yes. So you would fit right in with the rest of the old men in 1776. Got it.
Hey, she's got her own style.
And that only leaves Max. Max! Let's see, should I be nice or should I be mean?
Be mean.
When are you not mean?
That's true, okay. So, Max, I was going to have you roll another d20 to see if I take away your character agency again, but I'm letting you keep it now. How is your character dressed?
Just I wear jeans and a t-shirt with like a light like zipped up jacket hoodie.
One of these things is not like the others.
And that's how you can tell which ones are the artists.
I mean, we're all art. It's an art school.
I know, but you don't have an item here in the gallery.
I do performing arts.
That I know, which is why you don't have an item here in the gallery. That's how that works.
I know. Doesn't make me any less of an artist.
That's not what I meant in this context. Not what that means. Anyway, so you are dressed like that, and Daru is actually dressed kind of similarly, because she doesn't know what she's supposed to do in these sort of situations. She just knows that there's food happening.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
And, Logan just kind of taps Thea on the shoulder. He has one of those, he's got on one of those black and white t-shirts that has the print of a tuxedo on.
God. I hate those so much.
Which is why he's wearing it and not you.
Nice.
And he points at Daru, saying, "Yeah, I wound up having to pay for all that."
Ooh. I'll try to pay you back for that.
Okay, that's all I needed to hear. And then she notices someone actually selling a turkey leg, and then just shouts out to Logan, "Logan! Can I have a turkey leg? I'm almost out of pizza." I was like, I'm sorry, I'm cutting you off.
Good.
Max can buy her the turkey leg. She has her parents' credit card.
Hooray!
You're enabling her!
For real. Max just the dirtiest look right now.
Yeah, even Thea has basically given her the stink eye for that one.
No,
I need to draw that. Or at least
Max-
need to draw that.
Oh, boy.
Max awkwardly avoids the gaze.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, and she just
eye contact.
and she's just happy. Tosses the rest of her pizza burger into her mouth so that so she has a free hand for a turkey leg. And Logan looks up at the large monster photo. So, this thing, it looks
Alive.
Familiar?
yes, on both counts. Is that thing moving?
I believe so.
Oh,
What did
that.
Max do?
Oh boy. Oh, wait a second. Guys, check this out. He gets really close to it
Mm-hmm.
and points at its side.
Mm-hmm.
Do those look like insect legs to you?
Oh, shoot.
Okay. I think Max just put an actual monster into the gallery.
Why does that not surprise me? Turn to Cracula. Would you mind keeping your eye on the creature just in case?
Of course. I will do my best.
Thank you.
Alright, so, who's gonna tell her first that this is a big no-no?
I will.
Alright. I'll just stay close just in case anything goes horribly awry as well.
Thank you.
And so, he stays, and Camilla makes her way over to the food truck that's selling the turkey legs, and she spots Daru with a pair of them clutched in one hand.
Oh, good grief.
Hey, Daru, where did Max go?
Hmm? Oh, she's paying up there at the food truck.
All right.
And Max, there you are, using your parents' credit card at the food truck.
Hi, Max here.
I'm going to give her a tap on the shoulder.
Max jumps.
It's just me.
Oh,
We
Hi.
need to talk later.
okay. I'm gonna go now. Max gives finger guns and awkwardly shuffles away.
Awkward bisexual energy.
Okay then. That happened. And there comes another sigh from behind you. Some people, am I right? Says Justin. And I think one of my players just deflated.
Well, I don't blame them.
Why are you here?
Hey, I go to this school too, and this is a gallery for everyone.
That's not what I mean, and you know it.
You turn to look at him. He's fine. He is perfectly fine.
I am glaring daggers at him.
I take it you're not terribly excited to see me?
Never.
It's a shame. I stand by what I said. I could take very good care of you if you would only let me.
I don't want that. Not with you.
No. I know what you want. Shame he can't be here right now. He doesn't exactly fit in, does he?
I don't need him to fit in.
Oh, he gets in real close. In what sense do you mean that?
Can we not?
Alright. I just want you to know I'll be around from now on.
Of course you will. You're like a flea that won't stop.
I can't really say I appreciate the symbolism, but whatever works for you.
Now leave me
So,
alone.
and so with that, he takes his leave, looking at other things around him, here and there.
Mm-hmm.
And Max, now that you've awkwardly shuffled away, what exactly are you up to at the moment?
Um, uh, feeding Daru food.
More food.
Yes.
Okay.
And probably keeping an eye on the photo.
That's a pretty big photo. Probably
Yeah.
visible from a good distance.
Yeah.
By the way, roll me a d20.
Ah!
Oh no.
I just like the way the dice roll whenever Max does it.
I can see why.
A 10. Let me look at my chart here.
The chart says.
The chart says a breeze blows by. And one or two items around just sort of get knocked off their kilter.
Oh boy.
The furrow lurches forward a little bit, but then sort of just leans back to its original position. Not that that means anything.
No. It's awkward.
So, it's all cool. I think she said. All cool. Is that what you said? That's what I heard.
Yes. Yes.
It's all cool. You're stuffing Daru's face. And how is Max feeling at the moment?
Fine.
Max is feeling fine.
What am I doing?
There's nothing to feel unfine about, clearly. Very well. With all that said, we have one piece in particular. And everybody roll. I want to see who gets it, who sees this piece first.
Mm-hmm. Just a D20?
D20s, yep.
Yeah, you kind of were very vague.
Right.
Of course.
Mm. So, Thea, can you get a natural 21?
Doubt it.
Hmm.
And no added number, right?
No added number.
Didn't hurt to check.
Nope.
Yep, I expected that one.
So, very clearly, Camilla,
Mhm.
you see this,
Camilla's on high
rather.
alert.
Yes, what you see is actually a statue of some kind.
Mhm.
It's a painted statue.
Yes.
Fun fact, most statues carved in the classic era, particularly the Roman era, were
Mhm.
actually painted initially.
Yes.
So that they looked like the spitting images of people
Right.
just standing there completely still. And this is sort of the impression this thing gives you. Only it's not quite people. It's it kind of looks like an an old type of Far Eastern soldier.
Hmm.
And inside that face is a kind of inside of its helmet, you see a rather distorted face, almost like a monster's face.
Ah, crud.
Can I take a closer look?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do so.
It's very clearly not alive,
Mm-hmm.
but it gives you specifically the impression of, yeah, this is an Oni.
Mm. Which
Now,
makes sense as to why Camilla would be the first one to notice it.
this isn't just an Oni. This looks like not like any of the Oni you've met specifically, but like someone you would expect to see among their ranks.
Mm. Odd.
But then you notice something else.
Mm-hmm.
The guy has something on under its big heavy armor.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like a different set of clothes, modern clothes. But it's
Oh,
difficult to tell because the armor is very all-encompassing.
I see.
And you see the little nameplate on the display.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah. This was apparently made by Justin.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Of course.
It is
Why
about a
is the
foot
cockroach?
taller than he is, though.
Mm.
Yes, Thea?
I was saying that the guy's like a cockroach at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. He's here, he's there, he's everywhere.
Everywhere.
And, Thea,
Yes.
because you rolled the lowest, you meet someone that you know, and, is, got a grilled ear of corn in his hand, in one hand, and like a brochure to the event in the other.
That's either Percy or Puck.
Yeah, it's Puck.
Yep. God,
Oh.
I know your characters too well at this point.
Oh, hello there. Enjoying the show yourself?
Me as a player, I mean, I'm internally screaming right now. I'm just like, no. Thea?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I was saying a bit. Yes, a bit.
She's gonna fangirl. Camilla
Well,
hates this guy. Camilla absolutely hates this guy.
well, I just wanted to say, I'm actually glad I found you. I should probably let you know in advance that, yeah, there's going to be an attack on this place. It's going to happen pretty soon now, too.
Let me guess. Either the photo, an outside source, or Camilla's ex at this point.
Hmm? Photo? What photo? He looks
I
over
took
at the.
Max's photo.
Oh! Oh, that's daring.
Yeah, something tells me that it was a rush job.
Hmm. Certainly seems like it. The exposure is a little bit underdone. It looks like it's a copy of sorts. Then again, how would one capture this something that large onto? Well, I suppose if the film was. No, you'd have to develop the film first and then project it onto something like this. But I really don't see how one could have captured this without. Oh, it's alive in there. Hmm. Oh, I see.
Yep.
I see. Yes, this was definitely done by Psyche. Psyche. Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
This is definitely captured by the Majorettes Psyche. Unmistakable technique. Poor guy seems to be. Wait. No. Yes, this is a duplicate. The original might be floating around somewhere, but the duplicate could be just as dangerous, especially at this size.
That's what I was afraid of.
Well, this wasn't actually part of our plan, but I'm welcome to the addition. But no.
Well, regardless,
No, no.
thank you for the warning.
Of course. Just as a professional courtesy. Just keep an eye out and make sure you act before anyone gets killed.
I'll do my best.
Alright. Ooh, costumes! And then he goes over and checks out other things going on.
Honestly, I'm kind of chuckling because I can understand that one.
Eh,
I mean,
Fun
fair,
clothing.
depending on the quality and how it's actually made, a good costume really can come out great. But if you're just gonna do a half-baked job, then don't bother.
And, you just learned of an impending attack on the gallery.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm also immediately texting everybody to be on your guard. Where Puck just warned me about an impending attack, and no, not involved with Max's picture.
Cam-
Okay, how's everybody responding to this text message? And angry face for Camilla. Okay. Max, how, if at all, do you respond to that?
Yeah, I can't blame
Give
Max.
the side eye! Bombastic side eye.
Daru looks at that and says, "Oh, can I try?" And she takes the phone and does a. And does that.
Oh, good grief.
These are my little wings, and those are the horns, and those are my big shiny eyes.
Hmm.
And she clarifies that that was sent by Daru.
Yes. Any hoozle.
And now, the fairies are a little bit on edge. So, an attack from Oberon here? But why?
I don't know. She
Uh,
says, still staring at the statue that was made by a film student.
and Spritzia looks at the same statue. Oh, I think I get it now.
Yeah, something's not adding up here.
So,
That's not a statue.
oh, but then what is it?
I don't know, but we should probably not be anywhere near it.
I don't think anyone should be near it, but look at all these people. We're never going to be able to get everyone away from it.
Hmm. Got any ideas?
Well, I suppose we should just stay close to it. Once it starts doing anything, we should be the first to respond.
Fine. I feel really uneasy by this, though.
Yeah, I understand why. Maybe we should get the others to come along and give you some backup.
Yeah, I'm gonna text them.
Textity text. Meet me by the warrior statue, all of you. That is the text message that was sent.
Alrighty, I make my way over.
Mhm.
Max? Do you make your way over?
Yes, I follow.
Okie dokie. So you're all at the statue with a film student's name on it.
Mhm. Yeah, this ain't adding up.
And Psyche starts to ponder. Well, seems kind of obvious that this might be the source of the attack, but maybe it's a misdirection. Maybe it's too obvious.
Maybe.
We may have to split up just in case, though. Especially since we're only
I was
12.
afraid of that.
This might not be the only one in station, so to speak.
Daru gets close to it and starts to sniff at it.
Good girl.
Hmm. This is weird.
Yes?
How so?
Hmm. There's a person in here.
That's what I thought.
I gotta admit,
Let's
I'm
see.
not tempted to suggest to Daru to try to tickle its side or something.
She poke. And it does not move at all. It gives
My
all
heart
the
pounding right now.
it gives all the outward signs of being a solid statue.
I'm going to go look for the source of this issue. You guys keep an eye on this thing.
Okay. Poke, poke, poke.
by which she means Justin.
And along the way, you don't run into Justin, but actually you run into Percy.
Hi.
Hmm? Yes, you're Thea's friend.
Yes, and you're Thea's ex.
Thank you for reminding me. I'm, yes, well,
Yes.
I, are you having a good day at the gallery?
No.
Well, that's so much for pleasantries then. Um, well, alright. Is there anything I can do for you?
Oberon's up to something, and I think you know what.
Well, first of all, Oberon being up to something is like saying you and I decided to breathe this morning, so that doesn't really narrow it down. And let's see. Well, he did say. Well,
Yes.
it appears as if somebody is getting a second chance.
And, who might that be?
Do I
She
really
looks
have to spell it out for you?
I just don't want to make assumptions, but I've already got my guesses.
Anyway, the rest of us are here just as observers. We're not to be. We're not to get involved.
My real question is, why is he back?
Honestly, with how he was initially, your guess is as good as mine. If it were up to me, I'd just as soon never see that guy again.
Yeah, I'm definitely up there with you. She's like trembling now.
And Percy notices and sort of looks away. Well, anyway, while we're not supposed to get involved with the fight itself, I have already resolved to keep public safety as a top priority. You just focus on doing what it is you need to do.
Okay. Thank you.
Don't mention it. Please.
All right.
And with that, he steps away. But before he does, he says, by the way, you haven't actually seen him anywhere around here, have you?
Justin? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he snuck up on me a little while ago.
Then he looks over at the warrior statue. He did, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. Uh,
What?
hate to say,
Why?
but I wish I could answer, but the fact is, turns out I have no idea what's going on. Anyway, best of luck.
All right. I'll let you get back to your stuff.
Right. And with that, he walks away for real this time.
All right. I'm going to change directions as to where I'm heading. Still looking for him, but yeah.
Max, roll a d20.
Why?
Oh, well, look at that.
Nice.
Woo!
All right. A gust of wind blows by, and your display is unfazed. And nothing is lurking in the shadows.
Oh, thank God.
And so, while you don't see you don't see Jason anywhere, you see parents, siblings, some very young, a few elderly folk, some teachers, just a lot of bodies that could get in the way of whatever attack goes down here.
Mm.
And the only hint as to what it could be is that warrior statue. That apparently has a person inside of it. And now, Max.
Max.
Mm-hmm. One thing that you see is a somebody observing your display. And it is a lady, a kind of a heavy set lady who has strangely familiar facial features. She's kind of narrowing her eyes at the photo, particularly the face, looking at it very carefully.
I should probably wander over there to answer questions as needed as the artist and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I awkwardly shuffle over.
And
Hey.
on your way, before you utter your first word, you hear her mutter the word Pete?
Oh shit.
Roll me, where was it?
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Roll me awareness.
Oh shit. Time to capture mama.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm oblivious as fuck.
Oh. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, you poor child. So,
Oh wait. Oh no, that 20 was the last roll. Okay.
yeah. Yeah. Nat one.
Wow.
Oh boy.
So, yeah. You you dismiss the thought as nothing. Yeah, there's nothing particularly special about this person here. Or the way they're looking at the photo. You're just there to answer whatever questions they got.
I'm Max. Max here.
She turns, gives you a kind of double take before landing on your face with a bewildered look on her face. Then she points at the photos like, Did you take this?
Yes.
Okay, who exactly was the model for this one? And according to your natural one, you have no idea. You don't remember a thing about this dude that you fought and captured into a photograph.
Oh, fudge nugget. 'Cause I don't remember. 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 'Cause I don't
Oh. I scratched
So,
my neck. It was a while ago.
a while ago. Hmm. It's weird because he looks a lot like my brother Pete. He's been missing for a couple of days now, and you
Probably
sh-
not him.
sorry, I shouldn't have burdened you with that sort of thing. It's just like if he were a monster, that's what he would look like.
You thought about what your brother would look like as a monster?
She gives you a hard look and says, "More than you can imagine."
That's
And
kind
then
of
she
weird.
takes her leave.
You're kind of weird.
She ignores your comment. And Psychia then looks at the photo, looks at her, then looks at you. So, you didn't catch on to that at all?
No, no, really. Please explain to me. I'm totally lost.
She points at the photograph. The monster you took a picture of was a human being once. And that human being was probably named Pete, that lady's brother.
Well, he was probably an asshole.
Well, granted, yes, but
He probably deserved it.
Oof.
yeah, this still doesn't seem like it's in the best taste. I
Yeah, no, it
realized
tastes pretty awful.
it's not quite what I meant. At least this is only a duplicate, but still. Roll me another awareness check. That's +2 for you. So that'll give me a
Yeah.
12. And, let's see. Yeah, you got it this time. You finally notice the eyes are moving,
Finally.
and one of its hands.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
What
Well,
does it take
We
to
are
do?
royally screwed. Also, there is like a really, really loud rubbing sound on somebody's microphone. Or like blowing or something.
Is anybody sitting next to a fan or violently shaking their heads?
Not
I
me,
know
I
I'm
don't
not.
think.
Then there's only one explanation. Very good, parents! Okay, maybe not very good, parents. The point is, Max, you now start to realize that there may have been some impracticalities with putting a duplicate of a photograph of a monster you took up for display for everyone to see.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what procrastination gets you.
Indeed.
I can ask Darwood to set it on fire.
Out here? In front of everybody?
Yeah, we can say it's part of the theme. It's like a live work of art.
No, you need to get approval for that sort of thing to light stuff on fire.
We did. It's just bureaucratic stuff takes a while. The approval's coming.
Okay, so you're gonna talk to Daru. about setting your work on fire.
Yes.
Okay then. So
That can only end well.
Daru is there, and she says, you want me to burn it? But you worked so hard on it.
I mean, not really. I just kind of snapped a picture.
Okay. And she looks at the photo, and just takes a deep breath, and exhales the flames onto it. And now it is on fire.
Right in front of everyone.
And people around suddenly see this thing that is on fire, and there's a little bit of panic and hubbub all around.
Don't worry.
Only a little?
Everything is completely under control.
Got this under control? Okay,
Everything is under control. Daru, you have this under control, right?
Oh,
Daru, right?
roll me presence, which for you is 4.
Okay.
Let's see, that's 1 degree of failure. Yeah, people are not terribly, they're not panicking, but they're definitely very wary of this lunatic that just set our own work on fire.
I do it though. Daru set it on fire.
It's part of the art.
And that's when a professor comes up.
This peas and pod monster on fire.
What's going on here? Why is this on fire? Says your photography professor.
This art is on fire.
He just wanted to go up in flames.
Did you do this?
No, she did.
But you told me to.
No, I didn't.
This is what happens when you try and throw dragons under the bus.
But no, okay. And he just says, "All right, both of you with me now."
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Mark.
And so you're now being escorted away from the grounds there, and the photograph starts to curl up under the flames as they start to die down.
Mm-hmm.
And little by little, a strange musky aroma starts to take the place of the flames.
Oh no.
And little by little, the ashes reform into the great large monster that was once caught there, only strangely off color. It doesn't look like it how you remember seeing it there, but definitely is now a towering 15-foot monster that is actually now driving people to panic and run now.
Daru, distract Mr. Jefferson. I need to go take care of this.
Okay, and so Daru, she oh, okay, that's 1 degree of failure.
God damn it.
Oh goodness.
Oh,
Oh, this is gonna go so poorly.
oh no! This is the only thing I can think of for her to try with that score. So you run off, and then you hear Jefferson shout, shout, Miss Dara, what is this? Is this an appropriate time to do that?
Oh no.
And everyone else, yeah, you all absolutely notice that there's a monster up there now, and it looks just like the monster that was in the photograph.
Oh, fudge.
And I facepalm. Of course. What else could. No, I don't even need to say it. It's gonna happen regardless.
Hmm. I'm going to
Yeah.
try and find somewhere to hide and transform.
Yeah. Max was off to find somewhere to hide to transform.
Ready?
Yeah.
Roll me awareness, everybody, to find your hiding places.
Hmm.
Oh god.
God, it's all 4s across the board.
Not bad.
Okay, so 9 plus 4 is 13.
Oh.
Camilla just transforms right where she's at. She gives no fucks.
I get caught by Justin.
Let's hope not.
God, that
So, Thea, you're the first one to find a proper hiding spot to transform, and you can accomplish it first.
Crackling at Stormlights.
Magical Girl sequence, and you're a magical girl now.
yes.
Okay.
That also means you get the first attack.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna fire one of my arrows at the thing.
Alrighty. Roll me. I always forget how this works. Roll me a fight, and I will roll a dodge.
It's +5. Of course.
Well, we still haven't had the counter.
Plus and burr.
I still fail.
Fudge.
You know, when we
Okay,
I expected this too.
So you fire your arrow, and it goes flying straight and true toward the thing's head. It turns its head like 90, 100, 120 degrees, opens its mouth, and swallows the arrow.
Well, we're fucked.
Did his gut get
And
bigger?
what was that?
Do I notice the gut getting bigger?
No. What you notice is it holding out, it's raising up one of its arms, and like under its armpit, 3 large insectoid like appendages just sort of sprout out from the side of his ribs, and one of them has a ends in a tip shaped very much like your arrowhead.
Oh, how
Oh,
lovely.
fun.
It's one of those bows.
It's
So,
Kirby!
Yeah, this is what happens when you miss. Alrighty then. And that, Camilla, you get nothing. Max, you... Max, you're the next person to find a proper hiding place for your transformation sequence.
Psyche.
Hey, you're a magical girl now. Now, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to pull the photograph of the sword out.
Uh-huh. Good.
Pull the sword out of the photo, carrying it with
Mhm.
my telekinesis.
There you go. Using telekinesis to overcome your lack of muscle.
Mm-hmm.
How very practical. And now you have a great big sword. Now, unfortunately, taking the sword out is an action.
Ah. So I'm done. Okay.
Yes, now it is the monster's turn, and
Mhm.
the monster does nothing. Just sort of sits there looking around until its eyes land on Psyche.
Oh boy.
And
Oh, it's pissed at you.
yeah, Max, it's just staring, kind of slumped over. Got longer insectoid appendages on its left side than on its right.
What's
Yep.
up, bud?
And yeah, Camilla, re-roll your awareness check.
Yep. So I didn't get caught by anyone or like get grabbed or cornered or anything like that.
Nah, it just forces you to re-roll again.
Because that was a nat one.
I know. I just didn't have anything horrible to throw at you at the ready.
Mm. Honestly,
Because the
getting
situation didn't call
cornered
for
by
one,
Dustin would
really.
have been interesting.
Might have been interesting, but not what happened.
Yeah. I'm
So,
still failing miserably at this.
you do manage to find a spot, but it is kind of a ways away from the battle.
Mm.
So, you manage to find the spot, but you don't necessarily get to attack right away. You just have to get to him first.
Yes. So I transform.
Mm-hmm. Hey, magical
Thank you.
girl.
Yes. And I'm also going to give like a shrill whistle.
Oh, pulling out the big guns.
Mhm.
And with that, Caspian splashes onto the scene next to you.
Good boy. I'll be sure to give you plenty of sugar cubes after this.
And so, you hop onto your noble steed and you're ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
And
I really look like a princess now.
back to Thea. You notice this thing didn't do anything when it had the opportunity to start attacking. The area's kind of empty now, but there are some gawkers poking out from behind this or that structure, but none really close enough to get hurt unless by a stray arrow. So you got to be careful where and how you aim.
Mm.
But melee is perfectly safe.
All right. Is Logan around?
Logan, he. Well, actually, yes, he's behind the warrior statue, peeking out from there just to stay close.
I make a gesture to him, as in get everyone out of here, and try to get closer to the thing.
Okay. So,
Well, I can't exactly
yeah.
text him or call out to him while I'm in the form.
Well, yes. So Logan, he's a smart guy. He pieces it together and just starts doing what he can to get whoever he can away from there. And the creature sort of just turns quickly upon noticing your approach, but doesn't react otherwise.
Okay, now I'm a bit curious. Because why the heck is it just standing there?
Mm.
So, what is your action for this turn? Also, holding your actions is a thing in this system.
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna turn my bow into the twin blade weapon,
Okay.
but then I'm gonna basically hold. So this way, if it does attack, it will at least attack me, and I'll be prepared for it.
Right. Okay, that takes us to Max.
Mhm.
Um, what is the creature doing? Is it still staring at me?
Well, it was until Thea approached it from behind. Then it just sort of turned to look, and
But it
still hasn't done anything.
still hasn't done anything. Okay. So I'm gonna take a long shot here. I'm gonna call out towards it, like its attention, and say, "Move backwards."
Okay, you're calling out to it and giving it an instruction
Yes.
to move backward. Okay, so it turns around, looks at you, and just sort of hunkers down and lumbers backward a couple of steps, and then stops.
Fall over.
Say that again.
Fall over.
Fall over, you say. Okay, and it just sort of falls over and is now prone with a big, like a halfway point between a thud and a splat on the floor.
I'm gonna walk over to it with the sword kind of trailing behind me with my telekinesis.
All right, that will be your turn for this round. And Camilla,
Yes.
you managed to just see the tail end of this,
Mm-hmm.
and now's your chance to get in close and figure out what the heck is going on.
Right. So yeah, I'm riding him.
And yeah, he's the creature is still just lying prone.
I'm very confused. He doesn't seem to be doing anything.
Unless he's waiting for something. For what?
I'm going to look over at Max and give her like a real dirty look.
Max, people are giving you dirty looks a lot this game. You've been doing stuff you're not supposed to do. Maybe like bringing monsters to expositions, to expos. They populated with people. Yeah, not a word of that got through.
Whoops.
Maybe I just have a natural charisma and monsters like me now.
Yeah, totally.
Mm-hmm.
Roll deception check. What?
Oh my god. Kilvis, that is a roll in D&D.
Yes, it is. We know.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not even gonna ask you to roll for anything there. No. No.
It would be a failure.
Alright. So with that being said, the monster does not seem to be an immediate threat. It's just lying there now, and it's kind of looking over at Max, at as if waiting for something.
I think our best bet would be to just move him from this place
Yeah, good idea. Though one of us
because
should
he
all-
doesn't seem to be causing problems.
Can I put him back in a photo?
Sure.
I know
You can attempt it.
Just a duplicate, but I can try.
Okay.
Wait a minute, what if that's why?
Take out your magical camera thingy. And, well, he is kind of prone at the moment. So roll your dice. That would be, for that one, It would be. Yeah, let's see. Actually, yeah, just give that one like a +5 to your roll. Roll a d20. Yeah. Snap, and in it goes into a photograph. You're lying there like one of your French girls.
Oh, grief. Yet meanwhile, speaking of
One of my
Twitter,
friends.
what if that's why it wasn't moving so much? Like, it was technically a copy, so that means it doesn't really have, like, order, so to speak.
Yeah, it doesn't know what to do. Maybe.
I mean, it's the only thing I could think of why it didn't move so much. Unless apparently provoked. To a degree.
Alrighty. And because Camilla had to step away for a bit, everybody, take 5.
Good call. I gotta check on my brother at the moment anyway. So, be right back.
Yeah. Mer?
BRB. B. Art fight. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
those are some big balloons.
yeah, especially for a shark.
Shark girls are very, very popular.
You know what? I hadn't actually thought of that, but you're right.
Mm-hmm. It's because I'm part of the furry fandom, so I'm kind of aware of these things.
Now that swimsuit does not look like it would hold together.
Mm-mm.
It's nice to look at, but I don't think people would ever actually want to use it.
Mm-mm. Have you ever had these ice creams before?
Have I ever had what?
These ice creams?
I I think I've had something similar, but not like ice cream itself.
These are really good. The vanilla ice cream is so good. And the red beans, oh my gosh, it really enhances everything. Again, that's not really a flavor thing. People would automatically think, oh, that's a sweet thing.
Nope.
Especially not in the Western world.
Beans are not naturally sweet.
Mm-mm. They're legumes. Like peas.
Mm. And
Yeah.
cacao.
Mm-hmm.
That's not sweet either.
Mm-mm.
But
It is quite bitter.
you add enough sugar to it
And milk.
and milk. And it's the same concept with red bean.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Excuse me.
Your excuse. Hmm. So now we still gotta deal with whatever Justin's planning. So we can't power down just yet. So my gosh, Camilla absolutely looks just like a maker princess right now. Hello. Hi, Wing. I can't believe I recognized whose coughing that was. Hmm.
And I forgot to. There we go.
Ripperoni.
In my defense, I actually finally remembered to add the desktop sound to the "Be Right Back" section. So
Mm.
Okay, let's see. We got one more. One more player.
Yep. Just waiting on Max. This, that, pink venom. This, that, pink venom. Oh man, I'm gonna have to ask Mask something when she gets back. Well, not when she gets back, but I think later on in the game I'm gonna have to ask her something if she's okay with me doing something because Yeah, Camilla's pissed.
I wouldn't blame her.
Right. Mm.
Hmm. Hmm.
God, these are so good. I have ice cream, but not just any ice cream. I've got like a taiyaki kind of style ice cream
Ooh.
with red beans in it. And it's so good. And yes, you heard me correct. Red beans. They're shaped like a fish. I've been looking forward to getting these all week. Because you always go in the Asian market this week.
Hmm. I just figured out how this general voice channel chat thing works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm seeing Max has posted some stuff there.
Mm-hmm.
Max's encounter was weirdly like my boyfriend's experience last night. Whoops. And then
What?
crying, laughing.
What the
Oh,
heck was
no.
I
that?
I understand the concept behind that, or the context behind that.
I'm here just AFK. No Roll20 access at the moment. And do whatever's in character right now. I don't mind.
Okay.
Darn. Yeah. I think for the next game I run, I'm gonna try to keep it Discord only so that we minimize these problems.
All right.
Oh, so I guess no streaming then when that happens?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, and also sorry for my sudden comments, but I figured I could play a quick game as we were waiting for Max to come back on my phone.
All right.
Well, that won't be necessary. Right now, I'm going to continue on with this particular session. Everybody, resume!
Woohoo!
Resume.
By the way, Max, can you still hear us?
Yes, I'm just keeping myself muted because my house is noisy right now.
Noisy
Alright.
house. Okay, you're about to hear my impression of you.
Yes.
So, are we rolling again?
Wait. Who's rolling for
We?
what?
Are we streaming again? Are we
Oh, yes, we
live?
are.
We are? Okay.
Yep.
Yes. Oh, I like the wolf.
And so, we have, unfortunately, lost access to one of our players on Roll20. Everybody, rip in the chat for Max, who I'm going to have to be doing the funny voices for. So, with all that said, we have resolved that particular monster problem,
Yes.
and Max is just sort of carefully putting the photograph away in her little magical girl side compartment, which is like a bag that hangs off of her. It's, brain themed and purple.
Mm-hmm.
And so once that's put away, she just looks at at everyone else and just goes, "Yay, problem solved."
Well, one problem solved.
Yeah, there's a bigger problem on our hands still.
Oh, right, the soldier guy. I think it's the soldier guy, but I don't know who's attacking how, or it's probably the soldier guy.
I'll give you a hint. It starts with J and ends with Ustin.
Of course.
Jeffrey Dustin. No, Justin Duh. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, anyone seen Daru?
No.
Oh, great. Now we gotta find her next.
Stop that voice.
Well, I can't help it if I'm good at voices, okay? Before you all have a chance at making fun of me longer,
Mm-hmm.
something expected starts to take place.
Yes.
Finally. Not a good way,
So,
but finally.
with that, everybody hears the rattling of armor, as if someone nearby were taking a couple of steps.
Amelia turned to the noise.
Yeah, I do too.
Muffled by the metal helmet, you hear, well, the voice that everyone knows it belongs to. Well, look at that. We've finally gotten everybody away from here.
Mm-hmm.
It is clearly Justin's voice, and he is inside of the armor.
Oh god.
Why are you
Dr.
doing this?
Well, it's really not that complicated. I wanted another chance, and now I'm getting another chance at being the major that I deserve to be.
You don't deserve any of that.
Oh, there is one thing that keeps a major in place, and that is the will to keep on fighting. Puck Diabolos.
Oh dear.
From inside the armor, you see black smoke start to seep and rise. Everywhere, he starts to turn into a kind of walking chimney with each step that he takes. The metal starts to heat up and warp until a moment later it bursts from his body. And through it steps a well-dressed man wearing reds and blacks.
Oh boy.
This is the new Major,
Mm-hmm.
Diabolos, the
Great name.
Major of Hellfire. He
By the
looks
way,
very
that's
similar to how he
correct.
did before,
Right.
only now he's got two pairs of horns, one on each side of his head. Very much still tainted from both goblin and Oni-like transformations.
Yeah.
And his signature weapon now seems to be a rather ornately decorated pitchfork.
Suits ya.
Well, there is one thing that Hellfire is particularly good at. It may not be very efficient at killing, but I don't really want to do that right now.
Mm,
I want you to feel every moment of this.
Not in your life.
And now I'm going to need a moment to prep a battle map. So 1 second, now that I know everybody here.
Mm.
Come on. No, not that one.
It's awfully quiet.
When I was playing Curse of Strahd, this always happened with every new encounter.
Mm.
I had to draw the map and position all the minis just right. Come on. Come on. And
There we
there.
go. And my dice roll is
Okay.
cooperative. There we go. Much better.
Alrighty. Everyone,
Mm-hmm.
it is time to roll some initiative. Give me fight checks.
And
All right.
mine's still 5. Not bad.
Mine is 5 too.
And I'll be rolling on behalf of Lemac.
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
No worries.
Oh boy.
But,
Very, very low.
ew.
And on behalf of Daru. Ooh, not bad.
Yee!
And on behalf of Oni Justice. Oh, He doesn't seem terribly enthused about doing stuff at the moment.
Of course not.
All right. That puts Daru and Camilla operating simultaneously.
Yep.
Daru is gonna take herself a nice deep breath and try spewing flames all over the guy,
Mm-hmm.
which will result in absolutely jack.
Yep.
Of course.
I'm
Eh,
gonna put up a water shield.
okay, nice water shield.
Mm-hmm.
And next up is going to be that's the
Yes.
your move in battle.
Hmm.
How I'm interpreting this is actually that he's probably just setting us up to watch us fall. Because he's so confident that he's not going to get a hit. Like, he's not, that nobody's going to get him.
What
Or
exactly is he
that nothing's
standing
going to be
on?
effective.
He is standing on grass at the moment.
Mm.
Hmm.
Well, actually, it's a charred patch of dirt that used to be covered in grass.
You know what? I'm gonna take my arrows and aim for one of his legs. That way, even
Alrighty.
if I miss, it's gonna hit the ground, and I'm gonna have confidence that Camilla knows what to do afterwards.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Then get to rolling, and he is going to roll himself a dodge.
Ooh, not bad. That was attack, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Schwib.
Oh. Oh, damn.
my.
Shouldn't have let us go first, mister.
Alrighty. So the difference there is a difference of 5, which is still just 1 away from 2 degrees of failure
Mm-hmm.
on his part, but still 1 degree of failure of success will do.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
And so you pull back and you let fly. That's not how any of that works in this system, but whatever. You let fly, and it manages to hit, causing electrical damage and piercing owies in the leg.
Hmm.
But at least his speed will be lowered, I guess.
Was it in the knee?
Ooh.
No, it was not in the knee, it was in the upper thigh. Also, screw you.
I don't even have to
I'll
say
aim
the
for the-
actual name.
Well, if it helps, I'll aim for the knee next time.
Screw both of you.
Do
Anyway.
it for the memes.
You and your memes. Anyway, time for our psychic friend here to take care of some sword play.
Mm.
And with that sword in hand, it's gonna bump up her fight by damn many points. And that's the attack.
Mhm.
And this is the parry. Okay, so she jumps up, swings a big overhanded swing with her telekinesis driven sword. But let's see, that's 2 degrees of failure.
Oh boy, Max.
Max, I'm
Yes.
sorry. So you jump up, get him with the sword, and then he sort of just parries hard with a big counter swing of his pitchfork, and yeah, she's over here now.
Ugh. Killer is, I half expected that too.
Camilla is staring wide-eyed.
Sends her flying. Ah! Oof! Owie. Well, one pain in the neck down. Let's see how long the others can last.
Hmm.
And he starts staring down Daru. All right. Show me what you've got. Oh dear.
Who was who?
The first roll was Justin. The next
Oh,
roll was Daru's block,
Oh no.
or parry. And that is 1...
That is definitely no.
No, not quite 2 degrees of failure.
Mm.
So, 1 degree of failure, which means 1 point of damage received. He brings up his big thing overhead and brings it down onto Daru, who tries to cover her head with both arms, but when contact is made, the weapon rings out like a powerful chime, and a large splinter. This is grass, not pavement. And Daru gets driven like a spike into the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And while she protected her head, the parts that actually made contact with it hurt a lot. She doesn't necessarily notice it, but there is a lot of smoke rising up from her arms now, where contact was made. And with that, he's going to use his movement speed to jump over here.
Of course. Good thing the air is still in his leg.
Mm-hmm. Of course, he went right next to me.
Lucky for you, he doesn't have multi-attack yet.
Yet.
So that brings us back to the top of the round.
Mm-hmm.
And that was Camilla.
Yes. I'm going to drop the shield and use a tidal wave.
Okay. Roll me the score of that tidal wave, because I just now remembered that that's how that works.
Oh shoot. Yeah, I don't have that stat. I usually have that water move. So it would probably be from the hoop. No, it would probably be, it more likely is from the baton. So I'm going to use that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm going to say that looks like 3, I think.
Oh.
Ooh.
At least it's still a 4.
4 to hit against a 14. That is 2 degrees of failure.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Right there too.
2 degrees of failure, that means, yeah, his spear just kind of boils through that whole tidal wave that you try to throw at him, and he manages a counterattack against you. And that gives you 1 point of damage, and that halves your movement speed. Not that that means very much to people who jump around like you guys do.
Right.
Another hit like that, though, and you're going to take a -2 penalty to all rolls.
Mm-hmm.
After that, you're going to start rolling everything with disadvantage.
Mm.
And after that, you get knocked out.
Right.
And yes, you still have your movement action ready for you.
Mm-hmm. I'm putting the shield back up immediately.
Alrighty. And next up is Daru. And she doesn't... Oh, she got flight, so she can still... Nope. She gotta use her movement to get herself out of that pit she was driven into. Plunk.
Mm-hmm.
And she's gonna try fruitlessly to spit a fireball over in this guy's general direction, sort of an arcing distance thing. Goes up and over, and, well, this is mostly to see just what kind of damage it does to the world around her. So,
Title's
yeah.
making a lot more sense now, by the way.
What makes a lot more sense?
That title.
Yep. So, goes over your all's head, and, well, it would have landed on Justin, except he holds up his pitchfork, twirls it overhead, and disperses it like it was nothing. Thea, you're up.
All right. Is there enough space for me to try to do a jump over him and basically aim one of my arrows to his head?
Yes.
Yeah.
Any of these spaces are all good.
All right.
Rooftops don't make any difference to majorettes.
Well, either way, I'm gonna basically do a jump and flip over and aim for his head. At least worst comes worst, will aim for his foot too. Hey, I gotta look at the
Whatever.
positives.
All right. Roll your attack.
Ooh.
So far, you're the only one landing any damage on this guy.
And I don't know how.
So, while you do aim for his head, he still manages to minimize the harm done by deflecting it with his pitchfork.
Mhm.
But nevertheless, the electrical shock still manages to reach him, dealing a second point of damage to him.
Oh, look, he's being flanked. I don't know if that means anything here.
Yeah, that was the other reason I figured best to do a flip over him, so this way he could get flanked from different sides.
Unfortunately, this guy had enough points left over for protection against pack tactics.
Mm.
He is good at throwing himself against crowds now, which is exactly the kind of thing he needs when fighting the majorettes. Not everybody has that, though, so that's more of a personal thing for him.
Yeah.
And that just leaves Max.
Max just has to get up.
I'm okay. I'm coming.
Hey,
And
Max,
so
how
she-
afraid are you?
So she stands up, is wobbly, manages a good jump over here, and then she uses her telekinesis to try to grab onto him, and that is going to be a will roll, which is actually presence, which is 4.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Eh.
You know.
Oh boy.
That is
Actually-
all the degrees.
Wait a second, that wasn't the right thing to add to it at all. But then again, even if he didn't add anything, that still wouldn't have worked.
No. So you can get a degree.
So while she's trying to pull him up and around, he manages to stab his pitchfork into the ground to keep himself nice and grounded, adding a little bit of strain onto Max's attempt. Oof! Come on, that's not fair! And that brings us back to the top of the round.
Wait, he's not attacking?
All right. He has a turn.
Teacher, do we have homework?
Dude,
I could have let that slide.
And
I also like a fair fight.
And so with this, he is actually going to perform a special maneuver of his. The Hellfire Cyclone,
No, God, no, please.
which is an AoE attack with him in the middle.
Oh, boy.
And I'm gonna need you both to perform What are all the defensive maneuvers you have access to on your sheets there?
Like I said, I've got my shield.
Okay, your shield will help about that, but what about what
no,
about
my
Thea?
baton was +7.
Oh man.
I was
Aw,
looking at the wrong thing because I was looking at the bottom of the page
darn.
because they have different numbers.
I gotta streamline this thing for next
Yes.
time. Okay. So, everybody, this is more of a. There's nothing to parry here, so gotta make it a dodge.
Mm-hmm.
So, can you dodge this? A dodge will require moving from the spaces you currently occupy, out of melee range.
Yes.
Except, Camilla, you don't have to move on account of your shield can absorb the worst of it.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody roll.
Is there a plus number to this or just D20?
It's your dodge action, which is your
Oh, there.
your agility or dodge, whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I'm
Now
not. So am I rolling?
Yes, you are, but you can choose whether or not to stay where you are.
I'm not gonna move. I'm just gonna.
Okay. Thea, you do have to move though.
Mm-hmm.
Bump.
So what do I roll then?
You roll. Actually, you roll a parry in this case because you're using a water shield to block it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hi.
Nice.
Eh?
Hold on. Wait for it.
Hmm.
+7.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay. Okay.
And an unnatural 20.
Mm-hmm.
So when the flames clear, the rooftop around them is sort of scorched to the point of being half molten at this point. Your shield, your water shield, is gone, vapor and a memory.
Mm-hmm.
And he turns to look at you all smug like. Oh, what's the matter? You look a little steamed right now.
Oh, good. No wonder nobody wants to date you. That was even worse than some of the kids at the orphanage.
Boo! Your joke was bad and you should feel bad.
We love you, Max.
We do. I'm trying. You inspire me. You know. All right, now back to
You're
the top.
his muse.
You know, kill it is. Amathia is kind of half serious with this one because, seriously, even her twin siblings and all the blood could come up with better stuff than that.
So yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, this setup's very confusing. You know what? We're gonna go Bubbles.
Bubbles,
Ooh.
go Bubbles.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a ranged attack, so it would be rolling a dodge.
Mm-hmm. Can you beat a 23?
Evidently not. So he's getting snapped at with bubbly, bubbly, bomb, bubbly bubbles in all directions, bursting around him. He tries to snap at him with his pitchfork, but is having a difficult time on account of, well, telekinesis over here. And thus, he was unable to stop them and takes one more point of damage. He's not looking very good right now in spite of his protection from flanking tactics.
Mm-hmm.
Ha!
Well, we're not even
And
really flanking him anymore. I just kind of stayed still, and she left, and Thea left.
and next up, let's see. It was. Keep forgetting if it was Thea or
Daru.
Daru. Yeah,
It's Daru. 'cause
Daru's
We're
next.
we're both at 15.
Okay, Daru comes soaring along here and attempts to get him in a grapple, which is just a straight up strength check. Which for her is that. Come on. Can he beat 25?
You couldn't even beat a 23.
Oh, actually, look at your strength
Yeah,
scores.
that's true.
Hmm.
Oh, but he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
He was so surprised by the bubbles that this dragon came along and managed to catch him in a full Nelson.
Nice.
He just starts wrestling. Let go! You stupid! This is really annoying right now. He's like, let go, and she's just saying, no, not doing it. Nope.
Good girl.
I am loaded up with too much pizza and turkey to let go of you now. And next up, that's Thea, right?
Yes.
No. Yes?
Yes, Max is last.
Yes,
well, aside
yes.
from Justin.
Okay. Doesn't matter what you're protected from if you don't got action economy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, either way, it is my turn, right?
Yes.
Then I immediately jump back and taking the chance while Daru's got his arms pinned. Basically turn my one two-sided blade into two daggers and then proceed to stab his arms.
Okay. And since he's restrained, roll with advantage.
Woohoo!
He's just going to be...
Well, I'll just have to remember it's a +5.
+5!
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
21, 22, 23!
Nice.
Oh.
Woohoo!
2 degrees of failure.
Oh no. Poor Justin. How horrible.
So, you got him in the arms, and with that, you can throw him enough... Actually, this isn't going to kill him.
Well, I didn't
But,
expect it to. Just immobilize him.
But I do want to ask the question,
Mm-hmm.
how you want to do this? Because after this fight's over.
Oh, wow.
You made short work of him.
I guess I did.
She really wanted to protect her friend.
Well, either way, I could, like I said, I'd be stabbing his arms and probably be saying, not so much a major, are you? And proceed to twist and pull the daggers out.
Oh, you are being brutal right now. You are pissed.
Hey, considering that this cockroach has been after you, what, 3-4 times now? At least as far as
All right. This fight is just about over. And our friend Max has decided, you know what? I don't like cockroaches. And she takes out her camera and says, Daru, step back, please.
Good call.
And then Daru gets out of range, and she points the camera at the young major and just says, smile, to click, and he's gone.
Nice.
And out comes the photograph of a very angry half Oni, half Major.
Mm-hmm.
Eh. And then she just puts the picture away. You
Oh,
are
and a
going to
phone
be
call.
very useful.
Be right back.
Mm-hmm.
And break for phone call.
Mm-hmm.
Yellow.
Hello. I was expecting that fight to go a lot differently. But then again, Justin tends to be all talk. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hang on. I
Justin.
wanna check up on something. Max! Does this meet with your approval so far?
Yes.
I have received my answer.
Are you offended?
Not at all. It works.
Okay. Because if offense were to be taken, I would stop and it would not take a second request unless I were stupid. Which normally well
we're,
no,
we're not
no
going to touch
comment.
that one.
Anyway, this fight has ended
Mm-hmm.
in victory. Yep.
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 Mm-hmm. Go on, you can say yep. You've earned it.
Fun times.
Yes. Mm. I think the next time Cam and I ever go to the Asian market, we're definitely gonna have to go get some of the more of those ice creams, so you can try some of them. They also have strawberry and green tea.
Strawberry green tea.
Oh, those are two separate flavors. They are real good. Hopefully, you're. I'm not gonna say any more about that because that's kind of a personal thing. Yeah, hopefully be able to have the ice cream.
Ice cream.
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. So what's next?
Okay.
Nothing. We took a break.
Oh, convenient.
All right. So we have Justin put away in the little photograph,
Mm-hmm.
and She takes her sword and puts it back into the photograph that she drew it from.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I've learned that if I take something out of the picture that the original picture, then it just turns back to normal. But then I can just put it back into the picture if I still have like the frame thingy. But I can also make copies of them, and I think those copies will just listen to me, so I'm gonna hold on to Justin so that I can have little Justin slaves.
I don't know how good of an idea that is.
Hmm.
Oh, you don't want him running around anymore. He's a creep.
Well,
I
no,
know,
there's
but that
no arguments with that part, but are you sure
there's
it's
a
a good idea
lot
to
of
have little armies of him, especially the trauma he's pulled on everybody?
Well, I'm not gonna take the original out of his picture. That'd be dumb. I just make copies of the ones that I already gotten. They're not gonna do anything.
yeah, but they do seem to be prone to escaping, and that's kind of dangerous in its own right.
That's just because Daru lit it on fire. Hey, you told me to. As long as we
Not
don't
that
do
one.
that, then there's no problem.
Let's put it this way. We'll hold on to the picture of Justin for now, but we'll need the Queen's console on this one.
Yeah. Plus, we might end up also having issues with Oberon.
Fine. I'll just have to make those copies quickly then.
Whatever.
And then she looks down. I guess the gallery is over then?
Yes.
Hmm.
Pretty much.
Well, at least we had a little bit of fun, right? And because the battle is technically over,
Camilla's gonna power down, and she's just gonna leave.
After we get off the roof first, I'm sure.
Yes.
before that happens,
Mm-hmm.
we get a little visit from Puck.
Yeah, she's staring daggers at him.
Camilla.
Well, gotta say, that was some really fine fighting. I especially enjoyed the way you all ganged up on your single opponent.
Well, he didn't exactly give us much of a choice. Not to mention, from my experience so far, he seems more like a psychopathic cockroach.
Hmm, cockroach, huh? Well, I guess that does describe him pretty well. But you gotta hand it to him. The guy's no quitter.
Unfortunately.
Very.
She's like rubbing around and kind of looking away.
Well, I suppose the long and short of it is, since this was a recruitment test, and you did kind of beat the stuffing out of him, who wants his place?
Nope.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, because he failed his test. The ones who did succeed at winning this fight, that would be you three, and I guess your dragon half thing over there. They all have an opportunity to become new honorary majors.
I'll pass.
I mean, no offense, but you're kind of creepy and weird too. Well, he looks at Thea.
The fangirl.
As much as I would like to, I'm afraid I'm going to have to decline. Though I do appreciate the offer.
So, the three of you are saying no to Oberon.
Oh, shit.
Well, let me put it this
Uh,
way. Do you want his wife to end up with an attitude over one of her majorettes being taken from her?
oh, if anyone can take a tirade from Her Majesty, it would be His Majesty.
Oh, shoot. Speaking of which, after all this
Even
is done,
during a monthly cycle?
I need to actually talk to her.
Well, we'll take it as a definite maybe for now. Until next time, he snaps his fingers and vanishes.
Should have asked if that was actually part of the test, or if that was his decision.
I am willing to bet it was the latter. Anywho, I actually have to go anyhow. There are some things I need to discuss with the Queen anyhow, about certain things.
Wait, you're going to see the Queen again?
I didn't see the Queen.
I did.
Oh, I get confused. Who does what? Everyone's seen the Queen? Okay. Alright, but, could you maybe, not tell her I have the picture just yet? You know, give me some time to work with it a little?
I make no promises.
The worst comes to worst, she'll probably tell him, but uh, she'll probably at least agree to a possible copy.
Alright. Alright. Let's go, Daru.
Mhm.
And with that, she takes her leave, and Daru follows along behind her.
Yeah, before she meets up with the Queen, she's gonna try and find Rin, because this involves him, and she doesn't want to just go over his head.
Alright, is everybody splitting up for the day then?
Yep.
Camilla, then.
Mm-hmm.
You'll find that Rin was never very far off during this whole encounter.
Of course. Some guardian.
What? Did you get hurt remotely?
No, but it would have been nice to know you were actually going to have my back.
I always have your back.
Anyhow, I wanted to talk to you.
What about?
It's about, future kids and whatnot.
Oh, that.
I think, and I want to run this by you first. I think what I want to do is to avoid any sort of complications, that instead of even giving Oran even the slightest chance of having anything to do with our kids, that their loyalty will immediately be to the Queen.
And just how will you accomplish that?
I will talk to her about that.
So, you think she's gonna be alright with a bunch of rugrats running around her royal halls?
We'll see.
Alright. Whatever. Let me know how that goes.
Bye.
And with that, he vanishes into the shadows.
I do love him.
And Thea,
Yep.
when you power down, Logan is very quick to find you.
hmm
Oh, good. I was actually about to see if he was okay.
Oh yeah, he's fine. How are you doing? You all right?
For the most part. At least, even if the cockroach got out of the picture, he won't be able to use his arms for a while.
Yeah, I mean, as kinda scary as he turned out to be, I managed to catch him from behind a window. It. He was absolutely outnumbered, and honestly, you look like you were taking his lunch money.
I'm blushing at this embarrassment. Well, it probably didn't help that he reminded me of some of the bullies that were harassing the orphans.
Oh.
Yeah, well, in any case, as long as you're okay and he's on ice, that's all that matters. So yeah, let's. Yeah, honestly, kinda starved right now. I spent all my money on buying food for Daru. And with that, he gently takes your hand in his.
Then I suppose you wouldn't mind if I bought us dinner.
Please do.
Absolutely.
Don't gotta be a gentleman every time.
Well, to be fair, I did also promise to pay you back for Daru. And for what it's worth, I'm glad you're okay too. Heaven knows what the cockroach would have done if he decided to go and attack you.
Yeah, best to keep that as a moot point. He
I nod.
didn't, and I'm alright.
Now I nod.
Okay. And with that, the two of you go on. And Max and Daru, well, let's just say Max quickly gets to work.
Of course.
And with that, we have time for one more scene.
hmm
And that will be, if I can set it up properly. Duh. Duh. There we go.
hmm
And that will take place at the Queen's Hall.
Nice.
Alright, make your case and see what happens.
Your Majesty.
Yes, what can I do for you?
It's about Oberon and Rin and myself.
That is a very worrying combination of words.
As I'm sure you've probably already heard, Oberon wants to use me and Rin to create his own soldiers, but I won't allow that.
Very wise of you. I wouldn't have allowed it either.
I still want to be able to have a family with him, though.
You wish to have a family with an Oni.
Well, that's kind of besides the point.
I'm
But
afraid I don't see how that is besides the point.
but in any case, I would rather them be in your service in exchange for protection.
You're offering your children to the Queen of Fae.
Yes, ma'am.
She takes her chin in her hand and starts to ponder things over.
Odds are they were bound to have powers anyhow, so we'd rather have them on our side than on his.
Absolutely true. It has been many a generation since members of the Seelie or Unseelie court have abducted human children by force. Never an action performed by the very... No, wait, no, there was that issue with the Mountain King, but that's besides the point. Very well. I shall accept this. And on one condition, however.
Yes?
That their discipline will be at my discretion.
Yes, ma'am.
If they offend me, I will be the one in charge of that. However, for normal parental issues, I will defer to you.
Okay.
That is...
I will do everything to make sure that they stay on your good side.
And the moment they leave my good side, she steps up very quickly. You will have no more power.
Yes, ma'am.
She takes a moment to think things over. Male children must also be taken into consideration.
Yes.
Any girls you may have would make fine majorettes.
Oh, good grief.
I shall have to figure out what would be a, shall we say, humane application of young men here.
Understood.
Very well. When will I be able to expect the first?
I'm not sure. This is mostly just kind of a contingency sort of thing, just to have in my back pocket, as it were.
I see.
So there's nothing quite yet.
For your safety, I would recommend retreating here until each child is born. The moment you are pregnant, you are vulnerable to Oberon.
That was the plan.
Very well. Let's see. How well might you still serve your duties while with child? It's not unusual, or not unheard of, for majorettes to continue their fight until at least 7 months.
But this is a complicated situation.
Yes, most complicated. Still, you're a valuable asset.
I know.
She raises her eyebrows, nods to herself. Actually, I believe I have a rather fitting plan for you.
Yes.
Once you are here and waiting your 9 months, you will be in charge of Majorette training. First, you will study under the Majorette miasma.
Yes, ma'am.
She will teach you on how to teach. And believe me, as abrasive as Mildred can be, she actually does want what's best for all of you.
I know.
Very well. With that, you will be the newest Majorette instructor when the time comes.
Mm-hmm.
Until then, go forth and continue to be observant against Oberon and his machinations.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
You are dismissed.
All right. Yee. Awkward.
And with that, and being once again down a player because this site is finicky,
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to call this one a bit early as well.
That's fine. We kind of got through a lot.
Yeah, at least about
Yes.
3 hours worth. Well, less than 3 hours if you count the 15-minute intro.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to the number of plot points we got through, that's way higher than average.
Mm-hmm.
True. Where's the logo?
All right.
Ah, there we go.
And with that, we're going to call this particular game to an end.
Woohoo!
Yee!
But I gotta admit, I didn't expect Thea to actually get that savage at that point. That's actually
Yeah, that's what happens.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's what happens when you make all your rolls.
Yes. I was half expecting things to go real south real fast.
I know, right? Seriously, though, I even had to make up that, other than him being a cockroach, Justin was a reminder of some of the bullies that would bother the orphans or something.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. With that, okay, how do we want to end this particular thing? Is it time for a raid?
Ooh,
Yes.
funny enough, I was just looking up to see who we could raid.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Let's see, who shall we raid tonight?
Ooh, Garbo's on.
Well, unfortunately, Shiver isn't on at the moment.
Yeah.
Though there is Pixel Circus, and they are a D&D group.
Ooh.
Although I am
As
seeing
for
that
the
Tom's following, so
as for the raid message, how about more turkey legs, please?
Oh, I love it.
yeah, please somebody put that in while I
I'm doing it.
thank you.
Leaf, get in here.
Get in here.
I have the Twitch. I have a Twitch,
So I
which
have it with
doesn't
me?
sound seemly at all. I don't know how to get into nothing. Um. channel. No, that's my channel.
Promo.
Promo. Where is it?
Shameless self promo.
Oh, right,
Share-
right. That's the thing that I put. Is a shameless self promotion.
Yep, and
Getting in.
right in there. Wait. Oh, okay, okay. Brief moment of
I see
privacy.
Link. I see Link.
Are you clicking on
Also,
it?
Hero of
Showed up?
time.
Mhm. I spelt more in the gamer way, by the way.
Oh no, I love that. That's perfect. And I've already copied it, so I'm just waiting for Leaf to join us so this way we can see him copy and paste the message, and then I'll click allow the raid to start.
You should probably paste and make sure you actually have it, because sometimes Twitch can be finicky.
Yeah.
Okay, good. He's got it.
You're not using the wings?
Huh? Oh, forgot the wings. Don't know how they work.
You just highlight the whole thing. You highlight the whole message. By the way, do you recognize those wings?
Yeah, they're my wings.
No.
Oh, my preferred wings to use during
Yeah.
messages.
I was asking
Wing.
if you recognize.
There you go. Now
Who-
I can start the
who-
raid. The raid has
Maybe
been
I'll
created.
give you
and
another
see
hint.
if oh,
Wait a minute.
something matter?
No, keep going.
Mhm.
Trying to figure out these wings.
Mm-hmm. You should know them.
They're not Angelwoman's wings, are they?
Nope.
No.
This is give anybody.
Oh. Oh. I see now.
Mm-hmm.
Pink Mercy.
Yep. And anyway, with that, this comes to tonight's game an end. Well, tonight's game. Still don't know about next week or that if I'll be streaming again. Though,
Right.
who knows? I mean, considering that while I am going to be streaming a lot more next week, let's just say that my streaming abilities afterwards is going to be very, very, very limited.
Yes. But anyhow, with that being said,
Exactly.
this is
You're not going to continue?
all right. Fine. I was gonna have you start, but okay.
All right.
This is
all right.
Avian Python.
Ashley.
Con and Bell.
Well, anyway, you know who we are. So this is actually the D&D group of the Majorettes signing off.
Bye.
Bye.